say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Argarell Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Flames offense will start this game off with the football. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option. They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Just powers through a man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Flames are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So James Madison's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Turning it on!
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that going.
forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get. Let the running back figure it out.
Dropping back, it's Dozier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On third down, he drops the throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Dukes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly.
Breaks it wide open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making.
Breaks out of the open on the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down here for the offense. Rides the back on the option again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The Flames getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Flames started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Snags it quickly on the left. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dukes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. Still on his feet.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Flames trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off. Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On target to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Let's go! He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air, it's Dozier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintain.
There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
The quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since freedom.
How fast is the MF sheesh?
This has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They're trying to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is moving.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Flames can really attack on this second and short.
Spider!
Motion from the back. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 25. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, he's got a chance. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Creates a little room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And the Flames come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. This time it's complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
This is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. You've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the field, Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Kevin about ready to start the second half here. The Flames will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got the first down, looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense
receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Ready up. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. On the speed spin, and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Flames have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. At the 20, just steamrolling the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Let's go! They'll send the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Flames will try to punch it in on first and goal. Set. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Ready? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road,
the AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're a more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to throw, it's Dozier. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Liberty! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's got an open man. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Oh, the quick spin move. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Charcoal. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Heaves it on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the left. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wayne.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70 plus to the house.
How fast is that MF sheesh? Them damn broken tackles will make a MF crash out.
Yeah, Jones. You saw I had to go check, bro. Overall, bro, what is this nigga? Why he keep breaking so many tackles? And he having an out of body experience. This shit, his press pro on fucking red now.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
I think they lying about this nigga tackle. He need to downhill or something need to be red. He breaking so many tackles.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Dozier. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun.
Yay, bruh, breaking the first tackle and sliding.
Yeah, I don't know. This nigga, I don't know what they got going on in James Madison. How they got him down now?
Gotta get more creative, but whatever that looks
Might break the second one too now.
Man, his first touchdown, he broke 4 tackles, 2 at a time.
I give them credit too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
Fires one high and deep.
Oh, you got to catch that 12.
First pass is incomplete.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is
Oh, yeah, gonna block him?
Offensive football in this situation.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to the ground. Pass the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job.
He getting the time to shine, Jones. He getting the time to shine. We're going to use him right. Gave him a break in the whole third quarter.
And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're ready to kick it away.
I see lol, I figured that's what it was lol, I was like where my dog at lol.
And it'll be a touchdown.
We're going to take care of him.
Come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. They've got him down at the 40.
Come on, D-line.
Ripped off 15 yards.
I know everybody
And
hurt.
I love that the QB understood.
But he can't have that much time now.
Stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a first down.
That was in the dirt.
And the timing just a hair off.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here we go. Wants to throw it.
That's a good pass. I did not think he was going to throw it. Pull it down
Convert
winger.
down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation. Crosses.
There he goes. Got enough for the first.
Did a spin move. Lost my leg at the point of contact.
But he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the cover.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get more south, get more of a plus yardage.
Old school football.
Nice
This
job
is
by the defense.
3 yards and first down.
An injury
God,
on that
dog.
last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes
Come on, defense, get off the field. That's what we worked on last week. This was our problem. Couldn't get off the field when we needed to. This nigga.
It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Dukes. Made the grab
Come on, fellas, y'all gotta do better than that.
They're going to want to forget they're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Making side adjustments here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Flames can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
To the air on first down.
Damn. I like to keep that in this one, but then I like paying attention to that.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Got 3 on first down and second and 7. That's caught. It's Robbins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And he
Course we
gets it
tackle
done on
good.
third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
My WR went nuclear versus Washington St. Bra finnled with like 200 TDS and 6 broken tackles now.
I'm trying to get my boy involved. I've been using everybody, so clip it. Like, what is going on with these receivers?
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line.
But I've been throwing the ball to everybody, so Clifford ain't been able to get his shine for real. I mean, he still had a big game, but he ain't got near the catches I was forcing him with last year.
After catching the slam.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Got him downfield.
These damn receivers, boy. We gotta get some more
You
corners in.
might gotta cut these WRs low, or some they breaking tackles like they lift heavy in James Madison face with tears of joy.
Yeah.
Fought back to the football.
Shit confusing, actually.
Completion a whole lot easier.
Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
I think it's just too little too late.
What do
David,
we
at this
look at
point.
on
That's
film?
a
How the
play that
hell
they
are we
could have
getting
used a lot
used
earlier
and
in this
abused
game,
like
but
this?
because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough
Ooh,
time.
they blocked it up
And
there.
he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together.
Hey,
Football game.
Rock inside too far.
On to next week.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the
I see you, Spike.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The handoff keep working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
Safety better stay over the top of him.
Push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Makes the grab.
And there's no mercy rule of college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's running free down the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This one was over. How about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
They ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
It might be beast on tackle.
It sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice maybe next week.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Rushes on him, and down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in